Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Colts going up against the Bills.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Buffalo Bills. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 18-yard line.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end's right.
On first down, Parker. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Check nickel. Yeah, baby. Boom. Watch tight. Tight end right.
The throw on second down is locked. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he is knocked down from the side at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and they're going to face a third down.
Mike 5-2. Regular. Double dog. That's the way.
Hurry!
Deuce.
270!
From the gun, here's Locke. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 55 yards.
Watch Mike.
Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him. Complete. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Double tight, double tight.
They'll run on first down. Parker, and not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
Done.
Hey, 52.
One day.
On second down now, Parker. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
3 down. Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. Going to air it out deep for Gronkowski. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. And the Bills getting set to go. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. See if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here too after a good stop. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Let's go! Ohio!
Rush in.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Flex round! Here we go!
Hey, we got 3 down.
He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, baby.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Four down.
Let's go, Ohio! Ohio! Ohio!
Check. Check.
Ohio! Flex round! Ohio!
Switch it.
Ohio!
Switch it.
Hot!
And they give this time to the tailback. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Left. Watch left. Left.
Come on, let's hot! Let's go, Ohio! Let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
Check 50. Check 50.
Ohio! Ohio!
Shift.
Ohio! Ohio! Hot!
They'll look to throw here.
Out.
Over the middle, complete. It's Hale. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Ohio! Ohio!
Everyone
Let's
go
go!
forward.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Here comes the ball.
Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Tight ends left.
Here we go! Hot!
Three down.
Hot!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo.
Come on, let's go! Hot!
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a little fortunate there because that one was definitely leaking right.
Without a doubt, maybe about the width of a football or so inside that right upright. But he got it to go.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully take the field.
Well, there's something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Trips.
Hurry.
82's
Here's Luck now on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Dawson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Out of the gun, Luck. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Dawson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, not it came off of that guy, the deep guy. He came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch him on their heels.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Colts on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Luck. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On first down, Parker, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Check three. Blitz. Go, run.
Right, 60. Let it roll. Check out. Right, 60.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. They'll run on first down. Parker, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Run. Oh, yeah.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a give, right side. Parker looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Easy.
On 2nd down, here's Luck. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
This offense so far on third down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for Locke. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they're throwing interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They run the counter now on first down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. First down now, but that clock rolling. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now.
Tight end left.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Strong right.
Ohio. Flex round.
Hey. 4 down.
They'll set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone.
Flex round. Here we go.
Take 4.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Undercrunch.
Come on, let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Come on, let's go.
Wide. Get wide.
Back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
To throw is Love. Over the middle, complete. That's Dawson. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The Colts on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch 82. Watch 82. You like to sneak out late. Watch 82.
Color. You don't know no better. Alert.
Check. Crunch.
Back to throw. Love. And he's got Moncrief. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handing it to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down.
Now Love. Completes it to Moncrief, left side. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they're going to go soft on the corners. The final shot before the break. Luck. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And Parkey's kick is good. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Double tight. 4 down.
Here we go. Red 38. Red 38.
Mike 57.
Now back to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Flex round! Ohio! Come on, let's go! What? 90!
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
Second down following the run.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
Let's go!
4 down. 4 down. Watch 81. Watch 81.
They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
And got some space. Now they'll run it on the toss. They find some open field here. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3.
Here we go!
The defense in press coverage here. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
Ohio! Let's go! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
They'll try the left side. Parker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Love. Going deep for Moncrief. The swing pass caught. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Dante Moncrief, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Joe Hayden with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Second down following the incompletion.
Single, 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 single.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, you know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down. Meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. John Simon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Come on! Flex round! Flex round!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play for the Bills on third down. 41 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this one is incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route, going for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. John Simon in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. And this one is right down Broadway. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. As of now, it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On first down, it's Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Here comes the D swarming to the line.
Watch tight end.
On second down, Parker. And some space here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And just like that, it's third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Colts. They've got control of the football. They also have the lead as we start the fourth. Fresh set of downs here.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now a play fake here on first down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. So still in search of the first down after that last completion.
Seal that. Seal that. Seal that.
Hey, easy.
Single receiver. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Throwing on third down. Luck. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
He gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hale. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Here we go. One,
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Chambers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Bills' passing game getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Come on.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Brandon Marshall in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's
Ready.
tight? Tight is right.
Hurry, hurry. Monday.
On first down, Parker. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now it's Locke off the bootleg. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
49, 49, 49.
So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Double tight. Alert, alert. 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right.
Hurry.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Luck. Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Come on.
They'll look to throw here. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Flex round.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be a...
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move.
Ohio. Come on.
They'll set up a throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Rodgers. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
What?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. An unbelievable play there on 4th and long. 59 yards. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Finding room to the 20. Going right side here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he steps away, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And it was the Packers who were able to come away with a victory there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
Watch tight end.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They'll run on 1st down. Parker. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Forced out to his left. This is caught inside the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Monday, 53.
On first down, Parker. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, easy. Roll. 290. Tempo. Alert. Alert, 40. Red 80.
Joker.
Let it roll. Check out.
Jack.
On second down now, Parker. And he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Go. It's run. They run it. Woo-hoo-hoo. He wasn't ready.
You